What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we have the pleasure of interviewing Blackrock CEO Andrew Pollard on the future of the company and their exciting high-grade gold and silver projects in Nevada. Blackrock Gold is an exciting gold and silver exploration company focused in Nevada, and we're going to let Andrew take over and talk all about their projects and their exciting news. So I hope you guys enjoyed this interview. The last thing I got to say is if you do support me in the channel and all the videos, then I kindly ask you to explode that like button along with the keep our new viewer to the channel. You appreciate a steady flow of new and exciting companies, and you like to stay up to date on the markets, and don't forget to catch that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. Let's get straight into this awesome interview. What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. We're here with Andrew Pollard, CEO of Blackrock Gold. How are you doing today, Andrew?
Very good. Great to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you. Excited to talk about your company. So Blackrock Gold, it's a precious metal exploration company with 2 projects in Nevada. Can you tell us a bit more about the company and why these 2 projects are so exciting?
Yeah, well, you know, exciting is a good word for it because I think we've emerged as, if not the best performing gold stock on the venture exchange. We're certainly in the top 3 for 2020, and that's primarily on the back project, which we're pulling out some pretty incredible numbers on, and we really woke the market up a few weeks ago. And that project's called Tonopah West. This is it's a silver gold project, which is very unique. It's got a historic production profile on it that produced 100-to-1 silver to gold. So for every 100 ounces of silver, it was producing a 1 ounce gold, and those are very rare. This project, it's never been drilled before, but it was mined about 100 years ago, back, you know, right at the turn of the 20th century. It was the last district scale discovery made in Nevada before World War I. And it became one of the most significant mining precious metals districts in all the United States between, say, 1900 and 1930. What happened in the mid-1920s was the price of silver tanked after World War I, right as the Great Depression was emerging. Went from $1 an ounce down to 35 cents an ounce in the span of like 4 or 5 years. And that sent literally all these companies just going belly up. No one has ever had this consolidated package of properties, which we just got our hands on since then. No one's ever drilled into these historic mines. So we're the first group, and what we did was back in July, we announced our very first drill hole into this project, and we're targeting one of the historic mines on our property. And we pulled out one of the best drill intercepts of the year. We had 30 meters of about 1 kilogram per ton silver equivalent. And this is in the heart of Nevada. It's not, you know, Mexico or far-flung places like, you know, Yukon or Alaska where there's no infrastructure. Literally halfway between Las Vegas and Reno. And you know, the best part is, I mean, we've you know, we're still involved in our maiden drill program. So the very first drilling this project's ever seen. We just announced a second discovery on our property just a few days ago, where we announced a second old historic mine we drilled into. Looks like it's got a lot of life back. So yeah, the market's sort of taking notice now, and we've gone from, you know, we were 7 cents Canadian on March 15th. We hit $1.60 back in July. So, you know, we've really woken things up, but the best part is there's a lot of upside left, I think.
Very impressive. So you guys recently released some very impressive results from your drill program at your Tonopah West project. Can you give us a rundown on those recent discoveries?
Yeah, so we've drilled 8 holes. Actually, no, we've drilled 19 holes, but we've got results back from 8 of them so far. So out of 8 drill holes that we've put in between 2 different target areas, we've encountered 9 different high-grade veins. One of those veins was 29 meters thick. Another one of these veins was over 3 kilograms silver equivalent. So, you know, even some of our, you know, of the 8 drill holes we've drilled that we've got assays back, 3 of those drill holes actually missed where we were targeting, and they actually encountered other veins unexpectedly. You know, so, you know, even when we miss, we're hitting. It's sort of it's like fishing with dynamite with this thing, and it's amazing that, you know, these properties have literally been hiding in plain sight. Yeah. For the past 100 years in the middle of the, you know, Nevada, if it were a country, would be the 5th largest gold producing country in the world, and Tonopah is literally in the center of one of their most prolific gold belts. This is literally the hub of all mining. Like, all personnel lives in this city that we're drilling right next to. They've been, you know, there's a museum there. These guys have been knowing about this district for 100 years, and no one's drilled into it. So We're going to be testing another historic mine shortly on the same inaugural drill program. We've got a whole bunch more assays pending, and I mean the best part is we're connecting the way we thought we'd connect, and we see significant upside here. I think this is really going to take the silver and gold market by storm in the next few months.
Very exciting. So what are the next steps at Tonopah West?
Adding value through drilling, it's fun. We're still in that point where we're trying to show the market just how much upside we can possibly have. So we expanded our, originally we were only going to be drilling about 7,000 meters just to test some concepts. We've expanded that to 20,000 meters, and that's probably going to get expanded more. We brought in a second drill rig. So we're right now just focused on adding ounces through discovery. We want to hit as many of these veins as far down as we can and show the market just how much potential is left, how much potential these historic miners left for us when the market went belly up 100 years ago. And it's a pretty cool opportunity.
Really exciting time. So Blackrock, you guys completed a $7.5 million private placement last month, and a large portion of that came from Eric Sprott, which is a famous investor. A lot of our audience follow him. So can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, well, listen, when we came out with our original discovery hole, which was just the very first hole we released, we got a phone call, that same day, and Eric Sprott wanted to do a deal with us. So, it's nice when people come to you on the back of results, but he obviously, didn't think we were going to be a one-hole wonder, one-target wonder. And, we closed that financing a few weeks ago, and we've since announced a second discovery and, hopefully just keep proving it up. So, yeah, we're well-financed. We've raised $12 million in the past 2 months. $7.5 million of that was just in this last one where Eric wrote a $5 million check personally. And we brought in some other big institutions too. And yeah, we're cashed up and ready to go.
That's amazing. So, since you joined BlackRock last May, the company has made significant turnaround. What attracted you to BlackRock, and what have you done to bring more value to shareholders, since being there?
Yeah, well, I actually came to BlackRock originally as an investor. This wasn't a new company by any means, but I was really blown away by what was their only project at the time, and another project we have called Silver Cloud in northern Nevada, which is a really good gold target. So I invested when they got their hands on that, and I invested in a big way and brought lots of people into it too. My background for 15 years is I've been a consultant for mining companies, and I ran what was called an executive search firm. I was brought in to build management teams and make sure that the right people were behind the right projects. And unfortunately, I got, the headhunter got so myopic about this project that he didn't really look at the people that were running the show. And I was very dissatisfied with the performance that I saw, over the course of the next year after I brought all these people in as investment. And the company was effectively heading down the gutter. For the year since they had Silver Cloud, they spent a whole bunch of money and accomplished nothing other than really taking payments for themselves. And the company was just circling the gutter. So, effectively, I saw a problem I could solve. I saw a really good project with the wrong team. Well, who better to try and come in and fix it? And originally, I was just going to come in and rebuild the team and right the ship. And since then, I joined. The company was $1 million market cap and 3 cents, if it traded at all. And yeah, we hit $1.60 a few weeks ago. So it's been a hell of a turnaround. But all we did was, try and get the right team. I've since reconstituted the entire board. I've brought some very, very big time people on here, which also is the reason how we generated this new project, Tonopah West, and has since, put us on autopilot. So yeah, it's been a hell of a turnaround, and it's been a fun ride.
That's an amazing success story, and congratulations so far, by the way. But just to build on the fact that you were a management consultant for mining companies, why is having a good management team so essential in the industry?
Well, listen, mining companies ultimately come down to two things: projects and people. And good projects get broken by bad teams all the time. So really, I've always been a management person first. I'd rather invest in a shell that just has management and no project than a company that has a project and an interim management team. Because good teams always can, their cost of capital is less, their connections are far better, and they're able to generate new projects better too, right? And they know when to quit, they know when to fold, and look in other directions. But generally, there's some serially successful entrepreneurs, and then there's some serially unsuccessful ones that are just in it. They're hired hands. they don't care about adding value. They just, care about keeping the paychecks going. And it's I've got a lot of skin in the game here, and a lot more now since I stepped in. So the turnaround's been good, but it's nice that, for 15 years, I've ran a company based on one thing, and that's that management matters. And, I came into a situation, and it's nice that I was able to walk the talk and show people just how significant a change can be with the right people behind it.
Well, BlackRock, I'm sure, is lucky to have you. So what should investors look out for from BlackRock in the coming months?
Hopefully some more exciting results. We keep encountering new veins, and we're now, our theory's paying off. So we're going to be testing some really, big concepts. We're doing, 800-meter step out on some of these holes. We're following this big Victor vein, which we encountered, which is, 30-meter intersect. We're going to be following that down for about 300 meters. If we keep connecting, 20 to 30-meter hits at those grades, I mean, we can prove up some serious ounces very quickly. Lots more drilling, lots more results, and hopefully we can keep riding what's called the Lassonde curve, the discovery curve, straight up. But there's certainly a lot more eyes on us now, and gold and silver are looking pretty good too in terms of backdrop.
Yeah, I think this is for you guys one of the most exciting, if not the most exciting time from the whole cycle of the business. So what's the best way for investors to get in touch with you or the company or find out more information?
Yeah, well, our website's blackrockgoldcorp.com. But if people have questions for me directly, I'm always happy to answer them. My email is just andrew@blackrockgoldcorp.com, and I'd be happy to either set up a Zoom or a call, or even just by email. It's always good to know who's investing in your company, and if there are any lingering questions, it's good to know what those are so I can address them to everyone.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Andrew. It's been a pleasure, and we look forward to more awesome results.
Me too. Yeah, thank you very much.
All right, guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Drop those comments below. And always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.